About a year ago, I moved to the East Coast, specifically part of New England. Fallout has been on my mind a lot. I live like literally 4-ish hours away from every location in Fallout 4, including the DLC, and I do have it on my bucket list to visit all of them in real life if I can. But I also wanted to shed light on something else from New England that's similar to Nuka-Cola, but I think is equally as cool. Vim Pop. If you watched the Nuka-Cola video, I touched on them briefly, as they had some legal dealings with them. My favorite drink of theirs being Vim Quartz, and I really want to try it. But before I talk about the drinks, who is Vim Pop Incorporated? The same rules apply as the previous Fallout lore video. Some information will be said more than once for context's sake. Vim Pop Incorporated was a soft drink manufacturer based in Maine, competing with the Nuka-Cola Corporation in 2077. Vim Pop Incorporated was established in 1931 by Herbert Reed, initially marketing the beverage as a health tonic. While it never achieved the nationwide popularity of Nuka-Cola, it became a cultural staple in Maine, with many residents viewing it as a point of local pride. At one point, it was even considered for designation as Maine's official state drink. Despite its loyal regional following, the company faced significant challenges in the years leading up to the Great War. By the end of the third quarter in October 2077, Vim was struggling financially, operating with a deficit of nearly $3.29 million. Over 20% of its expenditures went towards repairs, outpacing spending on marketing, which was at 14.9%, production, 14.4%, and distribution, 10%. Additionally, a legal battle with Nuka-Cola over the trademark for Quartz further strained its finances. The company's primary investors began losing confidence, with many contemplating selling their shares to Nuka-Cola, which would effectively make Vim a subsidiary of the larger corporation. Determined to maintain independence, CEO Doyle Reed launched campaigns to expand the company's reach and market Vim products nationally. One such initiative, the Vim Ambassador campaign, involved power-armored representatives in the brand's red and white colors traveling to communities, distributing free bottles of Vim, Vim Quartz, and Vim Refresh, while answering consumer questions. The Vim Ambassador campaign faced numerous obstacles, including crime and sabotage. Power armor suits were stolen, ambassadors were attacked, and delivery trucks were frequently vandalized or stolen. Even maintenance technicians reported tampering with vending machines. These incidents were not coincidental. The Nuka-Cola Corporation orchestrated a deliberate campaign to sabotage Vim Pop, hiring Aubrey Copeland to destabilize the company. The sabotage plan involved 3 escalating phases. 1. Undermining local confidence by placing out-of-order signs on Vim vending machines, replacing products with tainted bottles, and covering Vim advertisements with Nuka-Cola promotions. 2. Increasing hostility through theft and assault on workers, creating an atmosphere of targeted harassment while avoiding investigation. 3. Steal the recipe for Vim's new drink, Captain's Blend, to preempt its release. Despite the sabotage, the Escape into Adventure advertising campaign proved effective. Surveys showed that 87% of respondents felt excited or intrigued by the ads, and 56% indicated a likelihood of purchasing Vim products. Additionally, the company found promise in its new flavor, Captain's Blend, described by taste testers as fishy, but positively received overall. Vim Pop Incorporated's challenges were abruptly rendered moot when the Great War erupted. Amid nuclear devastation and the destruction of its facilities, the company's financial struggles, lawsuits, and sabotage became insignificant in the face of global catastrophe. Vim embraced a rugged and adventurous branding identity, featuring a corporate logo with faded red and white tones and a central mascot of a leather-jacketed female pilot. The soda was marketed as a drink of adventure. Despite its unique branding, Vim struggled to compete with the more dominant Nuka-Cola Corporation, which leveraged its substantial capital and legal resources to undercut Vim's success. This included the successful lawsuit over the Vim Quartz trademark. Nuka-Cola further escalated their efforts through acts of sabotage, forcing Vim into a defensive position. In response, Vim, leaning heavily into the regional Maine roots, created the Captain's Blend soda to offer consumers a taste of Maine. Adding to the rivalry, Nuka-Cola's radio broadcasts engaged in negative marketing by introducing the fictional Vim Vader, a mischievous character who sabotaged Nuka World operations, but was always thwarted by its vigilante employees. One such imagined scheme involved the Vim Vader attempting to poison Nuka-Cola supplies by contaminating them with Vim soda. Located on Mount Desert Island, Maine, this facility served as the sole production site for Vim beverages. Prior to the Great War, the factory served as the primary production and distribution hub for Vim Pop Incorporated. By 2287, it has become infested with super mutants and their mutant hounds. And now that we've got that surprisingly short explanation of Vim Pop out of the way, let's talk about the products they've made. Founded in 1931, Vim Pop Incorporated originally marketed its beverage as a health tonic. While it never reached the national popularity of Nuka-Cola, Vim enjoyed a strong following in Maine, where it was widely consumed more than its rival. Considered a state tradition, Vim was even on the verge of being declared Maine's official state drink. However, legal complications forced the company to scale back its marketing efforts during its process. Before the Great War, the Nuka-Cola Corporation was in the process of attempting a buyout of Vim Pop Incorporated. Doyle Reed, the CEO and heir of the family-owned company, staunchly opposed the takeover. Despite his resistance, the company's financial struggles, exacerbated by ongoing legal disputes, pushed investors to urge Reed to sell. One such legal issue involved an incident where an employee, Alex, was accused of punching a female bar patron. Witnesses, however, supported Alex's claim that he acted reflexively after being struck first. Regardless, the controversy led to negative media coverage, forcing the company to pull back on television, advertisements, and new product releases. Amid these challenges, the Vim Ambassador program proved to be a successful marketing initiative. The campaign involved a sales representative wearing fully functional T-51 power armor painted in Vim's signature colors. Vim's flagship beverage is crafted from pure Maine spring water, blended with unique extracts and syrups, producing a slightly fermented drink that enhances its distinctive natural flavor profile. The company produced several varieties. All flavors can be converted into ice-cold variants by placing them into Drinkin' Buddy and waiting for at least 12 hours in-game. Vim Refresh was known for being even more invigorating than Vim Quartz with its distinctive apple flavor. Although its bottle design closely resembles that of regular Vim, Refresh is easily identified by its light green hue and the lime wedge motif on its label. Rarer than the standard Vim, Vim Refresh can primarily be found in select Vim vending machines throughout the game. Vim Quartz is a bubblegum flavored variation of the classic Vim beverage, enhanced with extra Vim to provide drinkers with a noticeable energy boost. However, its name sparked a legal dispute between Vim Pop Incorporated and the Nuka-Cola Corporation. Nuka-Cola argued that the name Quartz infringed on their pre-existing product, Nuka-Cola Quartz, a glowing white version of their signature drink, exclusive to the American Southwest. Nuka-Cola ultimately prevailed in the dispute, and it was expected that Vim Quartz would be discontinued within a year. This decision became moot when the Great War interrupted any further legal or business actions. Vim Quartz is one of the 4 known flavors produced by Vim Pop Incorporated. Packaged in a transparent glass bottle, the drink has a faint yellow hue and glows in the dark, similar to Nuka-Cola Quantum. Its label features a lighter design compared to the standard Vim flavor, with a white background and a purple, white, and red logo. While Nuka-Cola Quantum emits a blue glow due to its presence of the radioactive strontium isotope in its formula, there is no official explanation provided of the yellowish glow for Vim Quartz. Vim Captain's Blend, labeled as Test Formula 1078-4, was still in its experimental phase before the Great War and had not been released to the public. Despite this, it received remarkably positive feedback from focus groups, with fishy being its most common descriptor as its unique flavor. This unexpected popularity puzzled company executives who were hesitant to greenlight its full release. The drink's unusual flavor originated from a request by Norman Fuller, a member of the marketing team, who suggested capturing the taste of Maine in a bottle. This vague direction frustrated Iris Mason of the research and development team, who began experimenting with various ingredients. She combined bottles of Vim with fibbleheads, lobster shells, and other extracts, adding aster to mask the shellfish aroma. Testers noted an unusual side effect after consuming Captain's Blend. It caused an odd-smelling sweat. One participant even remarked that a fellow tester smelled like a pier. However, this side effect proved beneficial for lobstermen, as it seemed to make lobsters less aggressive during handling. Bottles of Captain's Blend are clearly marked with the word tester on their labels, reflecting their pre-market status. The label featured a simple blue and white design, likely due to the product still being in its testing phase. The drink itself glows brightly purple, though the exact color of the liquid inside is difficult to discern. And that's Vim Pop. Not as much information as Nuka-Cola, but in my opinion, still just as interesting. And I guess this would be my second entry into the food of Fallout, which I will now make a playlist for. I did expect to cover more than Nuka-Cola in terms of food in Fallout, but I didn't think that I'd have an entire list of foods that I'd be covering in the future. Those videos, similar to this one, won't be as long as Nuka-Cola, for instance, but they still deserve their own video in my opinion. If you made it to the end of the video, the Nuka Newman smiles upon you and wishes you a blessed last day. It asks that you write a meaningful message to those who don't follow the way of the cola, and to try to inspire them to join our cause. Nuka Newman will bring greatness to Nuka-Cola once more. Anyways, the next Fallout lore video is most likely going to be about Robco Industries. If not, it's going to be about something a little smaller, because Robco Industries has a lot of information, and I mean a lot. So, yeah, but it'll be one of the next few that come out. And they are also my other favorite company within the Fallout universe, so I'm going to put a lot of love into that video as well. Until then, do the things, hit the like button, subscribe, and all that weird shit, I guess. Stick around for the next one. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. See you then.